What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the top 10 male vocalists in jazz. We really want to thank all of our Patreon supporters who help make this channel possible by donating as little as $1 a month. There are several perks for being a Patreon, and you can check out the link below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get future notifications about our videos. Today, I'm really excited to go over the top 10 male vocalists in jazz. Obviously, in the history of jazz, male vocalists cover a wide variety of styles, from pop songs to early New Orleans jazz to the Great American Songbook to scat singing, vocalese, and even more modern styles. This list was really fun to put together, but also quite a challenge. And if there's anyone I left off in particular, please let me know in the comments below. Some of these singers on this list are directly responsible for getting me interested into jazz, and many of them I didn't discover until well into my study of the music. A few of them are horn players who used singing as a double, but most of them are dedicated vocalists. Okay, let's get to the list. Coming in at number 10 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Chet Baker. Baker is equally known as a trumpeter and vocalist. He was an innovator within the cool jazz movement, earning the nickname the Prince of Cool. Baker gained most of his acclaim in the 1950s when he featured his unique, clean, feminine singing style. Baker was in and out of jail frequently for drugs, but he had a big career resurgence in the late 1970s and 80s. He's been described as James Dean, Frank Sinatra, and Bix Beiderbecke all rolled into one. A major motion picture was made about his life, featuring Ethan Hawke, entitled Born to be Blue. Coming in at number 9 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Billy Eckstein. Eckstein was a successful bandleader and singer during the swing era. He was noted for his rich, operatic baritone voice. Eckstein's recording of I Apologize was given the Grammy Hall of Fame award, and he's been described as having a full-throated, sugary approach to popular songs, inspiring singers like Earl Coleman, Joe Williams, and Lou Rawls. Coming in at number 8 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Johnny Hartman. Though he was never widely known, Hartman earned critical acclaim for his expertise in singing ballads. Even though most of Hartman's career was spent recording solo albums, he has well-known recordings with the saxophonist John Coltrane, pianist Errol Garner, and toured as a member of Dizzy Gillespie's group. With the 1970s being difficult for singers clinging to the pre-rock American Songbook, Hartman turned to playing cocktail lounges in New York City and Chicago. His 1981 album earned him a Grammy nomination for Best Male Jazz Vocalist. Coming in at number 7 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Jon Hendrix. Hendrix is one of the originators of vocalese. This style adds lyrics to existing instrumental songs, such as the big band arrangements of Count Basie and Duke Ellington. The singing trio of Lambert, Hendrix, and Ross gained critical acclaim around the world for this new jazz innovation. Hendrix is also considered one of the best scat singers. He's been called the Poet Laureate of Jazz and the James Joyce of Jive. Coming in at number 6 in top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Tony Bennett. Bennett fought in the final stages of World War II and soon after began his singing career. Before he was a jazz singer, he had several pop hits in the 1950s. In 1962, he recorded his signature song, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. The 1970s brought a divorce and a career downturn, as Bennett's style didn't work with the rock and roll craze. But he staged a career comeback in the 1990s, expanding his reach to the MTV generation while keeping his jazz musical style intact. Over his career, Bennett has won 19 Grammy Awards, 2 Emmy Awards, and has sold over 50 million records worldwide. He's also a painter with works that are on permanent public display in several institutions. Coming in at number 5 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Sammy Davis Jr. At age 3, Sammy began his career in vaudeville with his father, Sammy Davis Sr., and he became an overnight sensation following a nightclub Hollywood performance. At the age of 29, Davis lost his left eye in a car accident, and several years later he converted to Judaism, finding commonalities between the oppression experienced by African American and Jewish communities. Davis starred on Broadway and began a film career, first appearing in the Rat Pack film Ocean's 11. In 1966, he had his own TV variety show, and the 1970s brought him fame in Las Vegas, earning him the nickname Mr. Show Business. After reuniting with Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin in 1987, Davis toured with them and Liza Minnelli internationally. In 2001, he was posthumously awarded a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Coming in at number 4 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Ray Charles. Known to his friends as Brother Ray and fans as the Genius, Ray Charles pioneered the soul music genre, combining rhythm and blues, jazz, and gospel music. During his childhood, he was blinded due to glaucoma. Charles cited Nat King Cole as his primary influence, but his music was also influenced by Louis Jordan and Charles Brown. Charles hit number 1 on the Billboard charts in 1960 with his recording of Georgia on My Mind. He is a 17-time Grammy Award winner, and 10 of his recordings have been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Most people don't know that Charles was also an incredible jazz alto sax player, occasionally incorporating it into his performances. Frank Sinatra called Ray Charles the only true genius in show business. Coming in at number 3 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Louis Armstrong. Armstrong is without a doubt the most influential figure in jazz. With his instantly recognizable rich, gravelly voice, Armstrong was the inventor of scat singing. He's renowned for his charismatic stage presence and became one of the first American jazz ambassadors, traveling the world with his small group, Louis Armstrong and his All-Stars. He was one of the first popular African American entertainers to cross over to wide popularity with white and international audiences, appearing in major motion pictures alongside Bing Crosby, Grace Kelly, and Frank Sinatra. Coming in at number 2 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Nat King Cole. In addition to his singing and piano playing, Cole acted in films, on television, and on Broadway, and was the first African American to host an American television series. Cole recorded over 100 songs that became pop hits, including The Christmas Song, Get Your Kicks on Route 66, Nature Boy, and Unforgettable. His piano trio was the model for small jazz ensembles that followed. Cole also recorded 3 full albums sung entirely in Spanish. Even though his shift to traditional pop led some jazz critics and fans to accuse him of selling out, he never abandoned his jazz roots. And coming in at number 1 for top 10 male vocalists in jazz, we have Frank Sinatra. Nicknamed Old Blue Eyes, Sinatra is without a doubt one of the most influential musical artists of the 20th century, selling over 150 million records worldwide. Born to Italian immigrants in New Jersey, Sinatra began his musical career singing with the swing-era bands of Harry James and Tommy Dorsey. After World War II, his career stalled and he turned to Las Vegas, joining the Rat Pack. Sinatra released top-selling albums, collaborating with Count Basie, Duke Ellington, and singing the songs of Antonio Carlos Jobim. Sinatra also led a colorful personal life and was often involved in turbulent affairs with women, such as his second wife, Ava Gardner. Sinatra also forged a highly successful career as a stage and film actor, winning an Academy Award. Over the course of his career, Sinatra was the recipient of 11 Grammy Awards. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the list. Please comment below to let me know what you thought. It was really fun exploring so many of these figures and their different styles and trying to rank them in the history of jazz. The styles on this list range from Armstrong's gravelly voice to Chet Baker's higher feminine voice to Johnny Hartman's baritone ballad singing. Please also let us know in the comments below about a video subject that you'd like to see us do in the future. We really want to thank all of our Patreon supporters who donate as little as $1 a month to help the channel grow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.